Hi guys, it's Stock Curry, and boy do I have a treat for you today. Some of the YouTubers I follow have shown us what stocks they're holding in their portfolios, so we're going to go over that. I'm going to share that with you. Also, for the first time ever, I'm going to let you know what stocks I'm holding in my portfolio. But before we get to that, I've got something really important I've got to talk to you guys about, and that is scammers. Yesterday, the channel got bombarded with scammers. And I think it's because I had recommended that some people go out and find a financial advisor, and all these scammers came on and they're like, oh, go talk to my financial advisor and he made me this amount of money and contact and blah, blah, blah. And if you guys end up contacting them, you're going to end up sending them money. You'll never hear from them again. They're just there to steal your money. So if anybody's down in the YouTube comments and they say anything about WhatsApp or Bitcoin or talk to my advisor or my trader or my broker, if they provide a phone number, ignore them. Do not respond. Do not contact them. Do not talk to them. Just ignore them. I don't want to see you guys get scammed. I really am trying to protect you guys. Also, I'm going to put an image up here and you're going to see that one guy got really clever and he decided he was going to go create a YouTube channel called Stock Curry. He was going to take my image, put it on there, and then respond as if he were me. And if you guys see that, you're going to notice that when I respond for real, my name is going to be in bold or it's going to be highlighted somehow. And a scammer, they're just going to have a regular, unbolded, regular text on their name. Also, if you click on the name, you'll notice that the scammer only has like 1, 2, or 3 subscribers versus an actual YouTuber, we're going to have thousands of subscribers. So this isn't just true on my channel, it's true on any channel, anywhere you go. Do not respond to anybody that asks you to contact them and contact a broker or whatnot. All right, let's talk about portfolios and what some of the YouTubers are holding in their portfolios. Now, I went ahead and printed it out, so I'm just going to read from here. My financial friend let us know what stocks were in his dividend stock portfolio. He's got 8 stocks in there. The way he does this is he just tries to add a little bit of money every week to build it up. And what a big dividend portfolio is going to do for you is it's going to allow you to build up income over time. So the 8 stocks that he's holding are JPM, STOR, DIS, FLTO, IIPR, and QCOM. All right, Richard Allen also let us know what stocks are in his 10x portfolio challenge. He's trying to 10x his money this year. The stocks he's currently holding are FUBO, OPEN, EXPC, NIO, Nndm, IPOE, MP, APXT, SKLZ, IMMR, GIK, MARA, BNGO, and QS. Now, those stocks may or may not still be in his portfolio. Richard Allen does swing trade, so just keep that in mind. And StockMo showed us which stocks are in his penny portfolio. He did stress that you should not go out and buy the stocks in his penny portfolio. He's just doing this for entertainment purposes only, just for fun. But the stocks that are in his portfolio are Abml, ALPP, Nndm, GNUS, Cbat, SUNW, INFI, REKR, NYMT, and BW. Okay, since those guys share their portfolios, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what's in my portfolio. Again, this is not a recommendation to buy, and just keep in mind that I am a very active swing trader. I am trading stocks almost every single day. So the stocks that I'm going to give you right now, I'm probably not even going to have these stocks by the end of next week. But these are the stocks that I decided to hold over the weekend. And those are CCIV, GEVO, PSTH, and GNUS. I did have Nndm, but I sold that on Thursday, so that I could buy some more CCIV and PSTH. The reason I sold Nndm is because they have a history of doing share offerings over the weekend, and I didn't want to be holding in case the stock decided to drop, 10, 20, 30% on Monday. Overall this week, my account was up 20%. That brings my 3-week total to 50%. I'll tell you that of the 20% that I made this week, 18% of that came yesterday on Friday. Friday was a really good day. All right, so let's get into today's stock picks. Now, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Stock Curry. I used to work as an analyst for Merrill Lynch and Morgan Stanley, and now I analyze stock picks from the top 15 YouTubers. I then compile all of my analysis into a daily video that I post right here on this channel. All you have to do is watch this one video each day, and you will get every single stock pick from the top 15 YouTubers. And all I ask in return is that you hit that like button and subscribe so that you can get notified when I release my next video. In fact, I'll give you 5 seconds to do that right now. All right, before we get into today's stock picks, I just want to remind everyone that I am not a financial advisor, and none of the YouTubers I analyze are financial advisors either. This video is purely for entertainment purposes only. And for those of you who are wondering, you are looking at the Webull desktop app right now. I use Webull for trading, and I also use Webull in all of my videos. Okay, let's get into it. First up is Abml. This is American Battery Metals Corporation. They are a lithium battery recycler. Stockmo bought Abml because they are building their factory 20 miles from Tesla's Gigafactory, and it looks like they're going to be doing business with Tesla. And it also looks like the word is out because Abml was up 70% in the last 2 days. Next up is ALLY. This is Ally Financial. Chris Sain reminded everyone to be patient with this stock. If you bought the February 19th call that he recommended, Chris Sain said to be ready to hold Ally for another 2 to 3 weeks before you consider selling. Next up is AUPH. This is Arenia Pharmaceuticals. They are a pharmaceutical company. Analysts rate AUPH a buy with price targets ranging from $20 to $30. They just received FDA approval for one of their drugs on Friday. Now, we did not see a pop in the price because the stock was suspended for news pending. So I do expect to see a pop on the stock on Monday in the pre-market. Of course, if you don't have access to pre-market trading, then you're not going to be able to take advantage. So I do recommend that you open an account with Webull so that you can trade pre-market. And for a few more days, Webull is giving you 4 free stocks worth up to $3,700 when you open an account using my link in the description below. But that offer is only good for a few more days, so if you have been waiting or thinking about it, time is running out. So click on my link in the description below and open your account and fund it with $100 so that you don't miss out on the 4 free stock promotion. Next up is BFT. This is a SPAC, and they're merging with PaySafe, which is an online payments platform with a focus on gaming systems. Richard Allen was the first to mention BFT, and today he gave an update. He says BFT is still cheap, even at $18 a share, but he does anticipate some profit taking from swing traders soon. Regarding the long-term outlook, more and more states are legalizing online gaming, and PaySafe is well positioned to profit since they are the leaders in processing online gaming payments. In the long term, Richard Allen thinks BFT could go up 1,000%. Next up is BNGO. This is Bionanogenomics. They're a genomic structural variants testing machine manufacturer. Ken and Grace let us know that an analyst at Maxim Group rated BNGO a buy even at its current price of almost $10. The analyst also gave BNGO a price target of $14 by the end of this year. Next up is Cbat. Cbat is Cbat Energy Technology. They produce a lithium iron phosphate battery, which is the same battery technology that NIO is using. Stockmo added Cbat to his portfolio recently. He thinks this will get back to new all-time highs shortly. Next up is Cciv. This is a SPAC rumored to be merging with Lucid Motors. Lucid Motors is an American EV company and a competitor to Tesla. ZipTrader had originally said that Cciv would go to the high 20s once a merger was announced. But after seeing Cciv go above $20 on nothing but rumors, ZipTrader now thinks it could rally much higher once a merger is announced. Larry Jones was waiting for the merger to be officially announced before buying, but said he got FOMO and bought Friday. He also reiterated that CCIV is a very risky, speculative play and could immediately go back down to $10 if the merger does not go through. Next up is CLII. This is Climate Change Crisis Real Impact. It is a SPAC and they are merging with EVgo. EVgo is the nation's largest fast-charging EV station company. This would be a competitor to ChargePoint, currently under SPAC symbol SBE. They allow you to charge your EV in about 30 minutes. They are currently only in 64 cities, so they have lots of room to grow. The best part about their chargers is that they work off solar power, so their chargers are renewable energy and can be installed anywhere. Their chargers are installed in store parking lots such as Walmart and grocery stores. This company is projecting growth of about 50% per year for the next 7 years. This SPAC just announced who they are merging with today, which is why the stock was up. Tech Conversations does expect a small pullback, so you might be able to get in at a slightly lower price. The merger is expected to close in Q2 of 2021, so the merger is still a ways away, which is why Tech Conversations expects a small pullback as investors get bored while waiting. Next up is Clsk. This is CleanSpark. My financial friend has been holding this since about $18.50. He is still holding his shares. They were down because a short seller came out with a report to push the stock price down. But now Clsk has hired an attorney to respond to the short seller report, and none of the insiders have sold. As a result, Clsk went back up about 11% today on that news. Next up is CRNT. This is Ceragon, and they're an Israeli 5G networking company. They were the second largest holding in ARK Invest IZRL fund, but now it's down to their fourth largest holding. Dead Inside said not to look at an increase or decrease in any one stock in ARK Invest portfolio, but instead to look at the shares of the ETF as a whole. If you see most of the stocks being reduced or most of the stocks being increased in holdings, that is probably just ARK Invest buying and selling shares as people buy and sell the ETF. They also rebalance from time to time, just like they did with Wkhs, ticker symbol WKHS on Wednesday. So don't panic when you see CRNT going from the number 2 holding to the number 4 holding. This is probably just a rebalancing, and Dead Inside still like CRNT as a company. Next up is DS. DS is Drive Shack, and Larry Jones said this is a sleeping giant. It is a post-pandemic recovery play. Larry Jones continues to hold DS. Next up is FTOC. This is a SPAC, and there's no merger target announced yet. Rumor is that they may bring a payment service public. This is very similar to the CCIV merger in that they are still in talks, and those talks may still fall through. Next up is GNUS. This is Genius Brands International. Stockmo added this penny stock to his portfolio recently. Stockmo put a price target on GNUS of $2. Next up is GSAT. This is Globalstar. They're a satellite communications company, including voice and internet. They're a similar company to GILT. Mcash mentioned this stock today. Last week, they got a new contract to track livestock via satellite, which is why the stock started going up. They are in discussions to add the same technology to planes and track them over oceans where radar can't reach. As with all penny stocks, this is very volatile and very risky. Mcash recommends that you do not put more than 2% of your portfolio into any one penny stock. Next up is HOME. This is At Home, and Chris Sain reminded everyone to be patient and hold through all of the ups and downs. Next up is INFI. This is Infinity Pharmaceuticals. They're a pharmaceutical company. Stockmo added INFI to his portfolio recently. He expects the recent momentum to continue, although if it drops 20%, Stockmo said he will sell. Next up is INSG. This is Inseego, and they make secure wireless routing, and Larry Jones thinks this will be a crucial part of true autonomous vehicles so that the vehicles don't get hacked. They are presenting at CES, which is why the stock was up. Larry Jones let us know that quite a few other autonomous vehicle component manufacturers who presented at CES in the past have all gone up 20% or more since they presented. This is a long-term hold for Larry Jones. Next up are IPOD and IPOF. These are both SPACs, and they have not announced merger targets yet. ZipTrader says IPOD and IPOF have run up a lot lately, and you should wait for a dip of about 10% to 15% down before you buy. Next up is JMIA. This is JMIA, and they're an African e-commerce company similar to Amazon that covers the entire continent of Africa. ZipTrader updated us today saying that JMIA's market cap is $4 billion, while a comparable company in South Africa with a similar market size has a market cap of over $90 billion. Therefore, JMIA still has a ton of upside potential. ZipTrader also said that JMIA is hugely undervalued, and he reiterated his price target of $90 by the middle of the year. If you're not already in JMIA, ZipTrader recommends waiting for a dip to buy. Next up is Lpcn. This is Lpcn, and they're a pharmaceutical company. Informed Trades let us know that one of their drugs had a successful phase 2 trial. The next catalyst will be in March, which is possible FDA approval on another drug. Informed Trades had a price target on Lpcn of $2.20, which it reached. You should sell if you're still holding shares. If you want to play the March news, wait for the current pullback to finish before getting in. Next up is MARA. This is a Bitcoin miner, and ZipTrader says MARA is still a good long-term play with a price target of $60. Next up is MSTR. This is a Bitcoin stock, but it's a storage company rather than a miner. Informed Trade says this company is a great company to buy a put option on. It hasn't sold off like other stocks like MARA have yet, so you can still buy put options to make money. Just keep in mind that put options are very risky, and you could easily lose your entire investment. Next up is NIO. This is NIO, and they're a Chinese EV manufacturer. StockMo let us know about an analyst in Nomura who initiated coverage on NIO, and they gave it a price target of $80.30. That is one of the highest price targets amongst analysts, and it's a good sign to see analysts being bullish on NIO. Next up is Nndm. This is Nano Dimension, and they're a 3D computer chip printer manufacturer. Informed Trades gave us a price target of $24 within the next few months. That would represent about a 70% upside from today's closing price. ZipTrader also reiterated his price target of $25, although ZipTrader did say that we could see a pullback soon, and recommended either locking in profits now or holding through the swings long term. Next up is NNOX. This is NanoX Imaging. They developed a new medical x-ray that is more portable and produces better images than standard x-rays. ARK Invest just started buying NNOX. They do not yet have FDA approval though, but when they do get FDA approval, you can expect the price of NNOX to skyrocket. Dead Inside has done an in-depth analysis on this company, so if you want more information, search YouTube for Dead Inside NNOX. Next up is NYMT. This is New York Mortgage Trust. StockMo chose to add this as diversification to his penny stock portfolio. This is a recovery play for him, and looking at the weekly chart, you can see quite a bit of upside potential. Next up is PTN. This is Paladin Technologies. They're a pharmaceutical company. They already have FDA approval on one of their drugs, and that drug is starting to sell commercially. PTN is covered by 3 analysts, and all 3 rated a buy with price targets ranging from $2 to $3. Despite this being a pharmaceutical company, this is a penny stock play since they already have FDA approval. Kenny Grace recommends not putting too much money in this at any one time because this is a penny stock and it is very risky and volatile. Next up is REKR. This is REKR Systems. StockMo reminded everyone that penny stocks are based upon market value, not share price. This is a penny stock. This stock has been growing steadily for the past 2 months, and StockMo thinks it will continue to grow. Next up is SENS. This is Senseonics, and they're a pharmaceutical company. My financial friend let us know that despite the recent drop in price, they actually had some really good news. The good news was that they are expanding their share offering. That did bring the stock price down, but the good part of that is that they did a share price offering at $1.92 per share, which is not crazy low compared to the current share price. My financial friend said he is holding right now. My financial friend says this is a good dep and a good price to get in at, but doesn't necessarily think you should add on more shares right now. Obviously, it's up to you, but basically buying shares right now is okay. The price is good, but not great. That said, Tech Conversation says he bought more SENS a few days ago. He also said that after an offering is the best time to get into a stock. Next up is STPK. This ticker symbol will be changing to STEM soon. Stem is the first public company that is a pure play in smart energy storage. Specifically, they use AI to optimize energy usage by automatically switching between battery power, on-site generation such as solar, and grid power. This in turn can save corporations and governments millions of dollars in energy savings. Dead Inside says ARK Invest has not yet added Stpk, but he would not be surprised if they do. Next up is TMDI. This is Titan Medical. They're a similar company to TRXC. They develop robotic surgery machines. My financial friend said he is still holding his TMDI shares. He did not sell when the price ran up to over $3. Next up is Vgac. This is a SPAC founded by Sir Richard Branson. He's the owner of Virgin Galactic, ticker symbol SPCE. There's no merger target yet, but they're rumored to be merging with Virgin Orbit. Larry Jones let us know that he is still holding despite the recent run-up in price, and that he plans to continue to hold VGAC through the merger and long term. Next up is Wkhs. This is Workhorse, and they're an American commercial vehicle manufacturer getting into EVs. Jack Spencer gave an update to let us know that ARK Invest decided to buy more shares yesterday. We were concerned about why they may have sold off 500,000 shares, but the fact that ARK Invest bought more shares today is a very good sign. That means that they were just doing portfolio management and not selling due to any possible bad news coming out. Technically, Wkhs has strong support at $22.80, and we saw the stock bounce off that price and go back up. That is really good news. Jack Spencer expects Wkhs to break out to the upside soon. Finally, we have XL. This is XL Fleet. The company converts gas cars into electric vehicles. ZipTrader sees a lot of value in XL, but says it's sleeping right now. An analyst did upgrade their price target to $30, which is why XL's stock price jumped on Friday. And ZipTrader is hoping this analyst upgrade gets more attention on this stock. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video and got a lot out of it. Comment down below how well you did this week and what some of your best plays were. And if you want to get some free stock, sign up for Webull through my link in the description below. You've only got a few days left to sign up, deposit $100 and get 4 free stock. Webull's also going to send me a free stock, so it helps you out and helps me out also. And finally, remember to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you have a lot of success trading, and we'll see you tomorrow.